This next match analysis is for IglooBuds from Reddit. He is the gentleman in the white gi over here. This match starts off with like a bunch of stand-up, so I'm just gonna skip right through it. Stand up, stand up, stand up, or stand up, okay. Here, like the camera cuts on, you can't really see what happens. But once everything settles down, IglooBuds is on the bottom trying to escape side control. So a couple of things. Let's slow this down. The way he gets that, I actually really like. It looks a little bit kind of like spazzy and stuff, but what he's doing is a really cool idea. So here you'll see him kind of like bridging. One thing, whenever you're bridging, your feet shouldn't leave the mat. Like, watch what happens. You're gonna bridge there, and then this. See how your feet just kind of like flail? You shouldn't be doing that. When you bridge with your right foot primarily, your left foot can come in like you're trying to bring the knee in, but don't remove both your legs from the mat. Once both your legs are off the mat, like, all your bridge is gone. Like, bridge and hold your foot there. So you kind of bridge up, and then boom, both your legs go, they kind of kick, and then nothing happens. The other thing, when he goes down to his hip, me personally, I like to turn in, try to block this arm with my forearm, and kind of like end up turtling towards him. What you do is very cool too, though, because you get your near side arm, your left arm, somewhere by his shoulder. I don't think you grab material, but I would definitely grab material at his shoulder. And then what you do is you sit up and you get up onto your far hand. Like right there. This I really like. And then you start scooting away, and you can like switch hands midway through. I don't think that was necessary. Like, if you stayed on it, like, your arm position changed though, because you didn't grab material. So it may have been necessary, but in this case, if you just grab material by his shoulder, got up to your right hand, and then just keep scooting, scooting, scooting away, and then turn in at the end, like, that would have worked too. But this was just nice. You get your knee out, then boom, you're in close guard. The ref's gonna reset you to the center. One thing, again, take a note of how you guys stop out of bounds. This is something that new people, when they first start competing, aren't on the ball with. But again, ref calls you somewhere around here, so you had your arm over top of his back here, his head down under your armpit. When you reset, get those grips back, okay? Because instead, you reset with him having like posture like this. Like, if guys are more experienced, like, this is a very big difference in position. Like, yes, you're still in close guard, but him under your armpit with his posture down where you can like grab his belt or something, he's in a way worse position than here. Like, if he was more experienced, like, boom, he just grabs your collar, then you can't close the distance anymore. You can't pull him down or anything, and then you'd be about to lose your close guard. But instead, you just pull him down. Okay, this is something top guys doing wrong, and I'm just gonna mention it because it's one of my pet peeves whenever I see people doing this. Okay, when you're in close guard, look what he does. Okay, ref says start. He goes right at the hips, and then he's trying to like pin them to the mat. Okay, so like his hands are here, pinning his hips down. Like, there's nothing at all stopping the opponent, even if white on bottom didn't pull him by the collars. If he just pulled him in with his legs, that would be enough to collapse you forward. Okay, he's putting on the collars too, and you just go straight down. Like, you pinning the hips down into the mat does you like next to no good. Like, you can do it with one hand, that's fine, but you need a hand up by the chest so the guy can't close the distance, so he can't set up with you, so if he pulls you in with his legs, you don't just drop down into him. Yeah, this is really, really important if you're playing in close guard top. Okay, he gets pulled down, and then IglooBuds is trying for a quick cross choke. He's kind of scooting out. Not sure what he's trying to do on that left side, like why he scooted out. here it looks like the vantage point is so poor, but the way his elbow's up here, it looks like he might have had a straight arm with your left arm, trying to go for a triangle, like, especially since this leg is climbing high. I'm assuming you're doing something like that. It would have been good. Or maybe he's controlling your pant. Yeah, like, I'm not sure why this leg isn't kicking around over his head. I don't know what's going on there. I feel like they should be able to do that, unless he has some sort of grip on you. Here you're getting a grip on his pants, and you're trying to do this. I don't know what you were going for. I'm assuming it's like the sweep. I don't know what people call it. I heard it called like the subtle sweep or the stupid sweep. But I'm assuming that's ultimately what you're going for. You want to control the pants here, but your left arm shouldn't be in the collar. It should be on his wrist, or like, sorry, the cuff of the gi on his left side, so that hand can't post. And then you don't want to be posting in his hip. What you want to do instead is you want your foot to be down right here by the shin, so that he can't open his knee out any wider. So you control his hand, you get this grip, and then you keep your knees tight, but you just post this foot there, and he shouldn't sense it. And then you do like you turn, you pull that leg up, and you rock him over that way. Yeah, like you're pushing on his hip, and you see his hand post right there. It's his left hand post. So that's the hand you should have been controlling. Whoa, sorry. Close guard. Yeah. Going deep in the collar again. Then come for a hip bump. That was pretty nice. One thing for the hip bump, I'm a big fan of hip bump triangle. Boom. Yeah, if you can pull this leg out. But even from here, like the angle's kind of off. When you drop back, try to get with your left hand right at his wrist and get a straight arm. From there, even like a regular triangle or potentially Kimura is available. But you get your forearm in instead, which is just decent. You can do that and then try to scrape your knee under. But you opt to go for an overhook. Like I would probably, if I was like right here in this position where you are, I try to hip out towards my right side and get the shin in at his bicep where your forearm is right now. Like you do some triangle attacks. Like overhook's not bad, but I don't even think you really take advantage of your overhook. Yeah, you just let him get his hand position back. He's just burying his head in. He's doing that hip push thing again. He's getting nothing. Yeah, this is kind of like, this is the pains of playing close guard. Some guys just kind of like lock down. They're not really trying to get out, and they just defend everything you're doing. Yeah, some other attacks that you want to do, like from close guard, like look at arm drags, like get a cross grip on his sleeve and try to drag his arm across. It's a powerful attack that I like. At this point, the opponent is able to get his knee through. You scoot away a little bit, and then he drops you to your side. Again, can't really tell what's going on here, but he ends up passing your guard. Okay, so just slow it down. So he gets the knee up, and then you decide to post your hand and scoot away. I think this is fine. The only thing is you have to keep scooting away. You don't scoot away far enough. You go here, your right arm should be extending straight, which I'm not sure it is. I would scoot my hips probably away a little bit more than you, because you scoot once, and then your hand leaves the mat. And now when he drives into you, like you go to your back, and you have nowhere to go. You're not mobile, and he's even deeper in on his pass. So just keep that hand posted a little bit longer. Another thing you could have done after you scoot, like I probably scoot like one more time, and then just collar drag him hard, and get your hips up to your left. And there's a good chance you can get on top from there. It's hard to see what happens here, but you have this leg clamped over. I mean, that's generally probably not a good idea. Because, yeah, now he's switching to the other side. With your left hand, you want to just try to block his hip early. Like, once you sense him switch over to, like, to your right side, try to catch a straight arm on his hip with your right hand. He lands there. I like your movement right away. Like you're doing good in that you're moving right away. Okay, I'm gonna continue this in part 2.